Generic greetings and welcome to the last episode of this Factorio series. As you can see, there has been a little bit of advancement. In the previous episode, I asked you a question. What do you want to do in terms of the rocket silo? This rocket silo down here, as you can see. Now, we had a bit of a problem because in order to make the rocket, you have to construct it out of different pieces, and those pieces are, well, actually three things. You need rocket fuel, you need low-density structures, and you need the things that I've forgot the name of, and they're in here. There they are, rocket control units. And I said, what do you want to do? Do you want me to continue the series on, do several episodes of me building logistical robots? Do you want me to skip ahead? And there was many votes for both of them. But one person actually said, why not both? And I thought, you know what? Why not both indeed? As you can see, our rocket is on 96% completed. Once it is complete, we can then lift it up, and then I think we just have to make the satellite, and then we are good to go. Hence why this is, after all, our last episode. We've been doing some research. I mean, this represents about 2.5 to 3 hours of play since the last episode that you may have seen, or should have seen. I assume that you've seen that if you're watching this one. I've done lots of research in logistical robot size, carrying, as well as speed. I have got approximately 30 logistical robots. As you can see, they're all whizzing around the place, going to these roboports, and then I've got all of these logistical chests, either supply or requesters. And then the logistical robots come along, and you can see there's stuff whizzing left, right, and centre all over the place. Just whizzing stuff, like for example, over the supply chest here. Provider chest, rather. It is supplying, you know. But there is a storage chest and stuff system. But no, it's just overspill, and it supplies it from there. We've also pretty much cut this line off here, so as you can see, how'd that get on that side of the line? Did you see that? You managed to get that side of the line, and then it's sort of just, yeah, that's weird. Anyway, yeah, we've got this thing here, which is oh, it's because that's outputting onto that one there. Oh, right, okay, I understand now, because we've got one outputting. That's fair enough. Yeah. Instead of the overspill getting to the end there, and then having all the robots go all the way over there and then all the way back, I just cut that line there, and just put them closer, because to be honest with you, research I don't really care about anymore. We had enough research for me to finish this logistical robot cargo size, whatever it is, 3, there we go, just finished. And I don't have enough science packs to make anymore. As you can see, I'm almost out of alien science packs. In fact, I have went up the top and took out that base over there. As I said, it represents about 2.5 hours to 3 hours of play since the last episode, which means it will be, I think, on average about 40 minutes my episode. So yeah, it will be about 4 episodes, about a week and a bit. So it's been worth it. 98% on this thing here. We are still just waiting for rocket controller units, which are being created of this place here. In fact, we can, if we wanted to, put in some speed modules. Actually, I've just put the speed modules. I didn't put the speed modules inside the thing. I want to put them in there. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4 to speed them up. Same here. We've got a bit of a problem with power. It is a little bit of an issue, but this stuff is cracking on. At night, we do have a lot of problems with power. So, what I want to do really is... Oh, God, there's no way. See, the accumulated capacity is pretty much nothing. It's the factory's going to be killed. Look at that. 28 assembly machine 3s is taking so much power because all of them have got speed modules in. Oh, there you go. Here is the rocket. Wow, I've never seen that before. That looks cool done, isn't it? Look at that! Oh, it rises up and then locks on the side. So, we now have a rocket. So, Rocket Cargo says you're expected to put the satellite here. The satellite is there. I'm going to rip these up because I don't need them anymore. So, the rocket is now all fueled. As you can see, we don't need to make any more rocket parts. We're actually getting a little bit of an attack up the top there, no problem. So in the inventory, you're expected to put the satellite here. I don't even know if you need to make it, but I am going to make it. Let's just pick that stuff up there. So what does one need to make the satellite? You need radar times 5, I've got. I need accumulators, which I've got. You need low density structures, which I've got. Rocket fuel, which I've got. Process, which I've got. And then I need solar panels, which I don't have. But the factory will supply it. So what we're going to do is run around, pick up all of them, and then that will be it. But before we do that, I want to really take at least, you know, a couple of minutes of sort of going through what we did, because it's been a long time. I don't know how long these episodes actually add up to. I'm guessing quite amount of time. I like to say I don't. I mean, there's 20 episodes. This is episode 20, and considering the last time I played this, we generally had sort of 50-minute to an hour-long episodes. It took us 40-odd episodes to get it done, which is a lot. Obviously, we did a lot more in that because I did trains, I did logistical robots, which admittedly I've got now, but I didn't have until really the sort of little gapage that I put in. The little gap, like. You know, to get all this sorted without you having to just sit and watch nothing happening. There we go. I think we can now make a satellite. There we go. Oh, no, it will take apparently a lot of something. Why is it taking ages? I still actually need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. One satellite. But yeah, it did take a while to make this thing, but I don't know exactly how long it actually has taken. So a quick summary of exactly what we did. We started off on the map and we had a quick look around and saw that this was a nice starting position, full of water, very defensible. So we initially shoved in some steam engines and then we did some supplies and we ran some things around, some cables all the way over here. Remember that all this was pretty much forest, and then we put the smelters in. They originally weren't electric smelters, they were standard stone furnaces. And then we, you know, started taking all of the iron from here, all of the copper from... It wasn't over there. Where was the copper supply? I think it was a fairly big copper supply around there, but I can't really remember. And then we started smelting all that, and then added all of this bit here. This was some of the first stuff we made with the iron gear wheels and the science pack ones. And actually, these ones were addition. It was basically much this and this, which hasn't changed since we started, I believe. This was then added, and then this one here was an expanded one to produce the electronic circuits. And then that progressed on to then produce the inserters and the assembly machines, the inserters and the transport belts, and then that produced Science Pack 2. We then started researching other things as well and started getting, I believe we got electric smelters up after that, and then around about the same time we started to do a little bit of steel production around here. It was like a secondary area. We didn't really mess around with it too much because we didn't really have the resources, and then because of that we started producing a lot of solar panels and started to go green early, and then we started getting that. We also started putting accumulators, but not in the same row like that. We then progressed on to start producing some advanced circuits, and actually I think we went oil first. So we got all this massive oil field. I mean, look at the size of the thing. I mean, this is like I said, I've said several times, this is actually a fairly compact and small base. But as you can see, it all works and everything's fine. That's not producing much. A lot of the oil is actually starting to go down a bit now, but the crude oil's full. We've got loads of it. Petroleum gas is down, light oil's down. But either way, we got all of this, and we started, you know, we had the oil refineries. I've added another oil refinery up there as well. And then we started adding all of these chemical plants to produce plastics and batteries and sulfur to make sulfuric acid, which obviously then how we get the batteries. And then this was a recent addition where we had some lubricant to make electric engines, and then we had these systems here which cracked the heavy oil down to light out of petroleum as and when we need it. Obviously, right at the end, we just put in this section for creating the rocket fuel, and then this over here was a relatively recent addition as well, assembly machine 3s to produce the processing units, which then we mainly use to make all of the stuff for the rocket, which is this thing over here. Obviously we did the Science Pack 3s and we did Alien Science Pack, and we put the wall all the way around this thing, which is after all fairly large, and that is pretty much it. So not a bad amount of building. I'm going to put the satellite in the rocket inventory, and what I need to do is just save the game really as this construction plus 20 final, which we're going to save that. Playtime 14 hours 40 minutes and 24 seconds. Actually, that's not that one. Let's have a quick load, and yeah, nearly 15 hours of playtime. So here we go. Say goodbye to the factory because this is the last time we'll see it. Today's rocket launching beverage is a nice cup of tea. Launch. And here we go. Thrusters engaged. And there it goes. Oh, that hurts. Yep, that's quite warm. And there goes the rocket. It is off into space. And we have finished. Game finished. Victory. Time played. 14 hours, 50 minutes, and 9 seconds. Not exactly a speed run. Kills. Small biter, nearly 3,000. Small spitter, nearly 200. Trees. I like the way it shows trees as kills. We've got a couple hundred trees there. Medium biters, spawners, dead grey trunks. This is pretty much what we have done in terms of damage to the place where we're at, I guess. It doesn't tell you things like how much of X you produced, it doesn't tell you how much energy you've produced, how much pollution and things like that. But we have finished. That has been Construction plus Factorio. We got in 20 episodes. I know the inevitable question is, are we going to be doing another series? The answer is no, not for a while anyway, because when I started this series, I didn't start hesitantly because I've been threatening to play Factorio for quite some time, and I thought I only wanted to do it at the right time. And when it came to Steam, I thought, double whammy really. A lot of people will be interested in it. Obviously, it's going to get a lot of exposure. I wanted to get more exposure, so I want to do my bit because, well, it's an amazingly good game. And I think the sales actually show that is, pretty much the case. And the reviews as well. But considering it's early access as well, you have to consider that. But yes, I really thought, I didn't want to rush into it, which is why it took me a couple of years to get back into Factorio, thinking that we were just going to do the same sort of thing. And we have, because, the whole point is that, you figure out something that works and you repeat it and you expand on it and things like that, which is why, although our factory is, it's aesthetically different, it does the exact same thing, which is just produce science packs, really. That's the whole point of it. But it is about the journey, not the destination. I think it's been interesting. I know that several people think the same as well. Will we get back to this? I'm sure this is not the end of Factorio on the channel, but it is the end for now. So, as always, hope you have enjoyed this video and the series. I have put a link in the description to this save so you can happily download it and play it. I hope anyway. Hopefully I get that sorted, but you'll be able to download it, play it. Feel free to do whatever you want, upload it, download it to put it on Steam Workshop, whatever you want to do, share it with people, edit it, send me your solutions, send me your things that you've done and what you've amended and added, etc. The only thing that I ask is if you do upload it or share it, all that sort of thing, then by all means, give me credit of the original creator and give a link to the YouTube channel. Thank you very much for watching. Comments in the comments and generic partings.